Anti-noise reality filters might be one of the most misunderstood, underexplored, but civilization-altering technologies ever theorized. On the surface, the idea sounds deceptively simple, a device that eliminates unwanted noise. But this is no ordinary noise-canceling headphone tech. This is noise cancellation on the scale of physics, on the scale of reality itself, on the scale of existence. Imagine a machine that doesn't just silence sound waves, but removes electromagnetic interference, quantum background fluctuations, gravitational jitter, thermal randomness, and even informational chaos. The world becomes crisp, clean, and perfectly predictable inside the filter. For the first time in history, we would be able to cut away the static of the universe. And what becomes possible when noise is gone? The answer is almost everything humanity has been struggling to achieve for centuries. To understand anti-noise reality filters, you have to understand what noise actually is. In physics, noise isn't just something annoying your ears. Noise is disorder. It's entropy. It's the random jittering of particles, the unpredictable fluctuations of quantum fields, the chaotic bouncing of photons in the environment. When your radio hisses, when your Wi-Fi drops, when your computer overheats, when your brain feels overwhelmed, that's noise. It is the background chaos of the universe interfering with structure. In electronics, noise creates errors. In biology, noise disrupts cellular processes. In communication, noise distorts information. In engineering, noise causes wear and instability. In cosmology, noise lies at the heart of the quantum vacuum, bubbling endlessly. Civilization has been at war with noise since the first human lit a fire. Every advancement, from shelters to clothing to structured language, to filters, algorithms, shields, and now quantum-level shielding, has been about reducing unwanted randomness so that intentional patterns can flourish. But our current tools barely scratch the surface. They reduce one form of noise at a time: sound noise, visual noise, thermal noise, electrical noise, emotional noise. Anti-noise reality filters take a different approach. They attempt to remove noise at the root, by generating a stabilized bubble of spacetime where entropy is artificially suppressed. In other words, a zone where randomness does not exist. A bubble of order. A pocket of clarity. A controlled oasis in the chaotic desert of reality. The first theoretical models of anti-noise reality filters came from research into quantum error correction and entanglement stabilization. Scientists discovered that under extremely precise conditions, it is possible to create a region of quantum coherence large enough to affect not just encoded qubits but nearby physical systems. Essentially, if you could generate a high enough density of quantum error-correcting operations, they would begin bleeding into the macro world, smoothing out the quantum fluctuations that create noise. This is similar to how lasers create coherent light, by forcing photons into synchronized states. Anti-noise reality filters attempt to do this with the fabric of space itself, pushing all fields toward low-entropy coherence. But smoothing out the quantum vacuum is not easy. The vacuum is not empty. It is a seething ocean of virtual particles popping in and out of existence, an endless froth of uncertainty. To cancel noise on this level, you need a field that pushes back against probability. Researchers theorize a device that generates a kind of inverse entropy wave, a coherent counter pattern that neutralizes fluctuations through controlled interference. Think of it like a noise-canceling speaker that emits the anti-wave of chaos. When the chaos meets its inverse, they flatten into calm. In the zone of a reality filter, particles behave more predictably. Photons scatter less. Electrons jitter less. Heat transfers more smoothly. Even gravitational anomalies stabilize. The laws of physics become cleaner. Inside such a bubble, precision technology becomes exponentially more efficient. Imagine a computer with zero electrical noise, able to operate at near-perfect performance. Imagine a microscope with no optical noise, able to see atoms with absolute clarity. Imagine communication signals with no interference, traveling vast distances without loss. Imagine nuclear fusion reactors stabilized by noise-free plasma streams. Imagine spacecraft navigation that never drifts, never wavers, never loses alignment. Every industry would transform: medicine, engineering, materials science, artificial intelligence, aerospace, nanotechnology, transportation, military strategy, planetary defense, all lifted to a new level of stability. In medicine, anti-noise filters could allow surgeons to operate in environments where bodily systems behave with perfect predictability. No random heartbeat spikes, no unexpected nerve firings, no chaotic immune responses. Prosthetics could interface directly with nerves without interference. Brain-computer interfaces could decode neural signals with perfect fidelity. Mental health treatment could reach levels never before imagined as emotional noise is filtered and cognitive clarity becomes enhanced in controlled sessions. Researchers already believe that many neurological disorders stem from excessive signal noise within the brain. Anti-noise fields could allow the mind to reset, stabilize, and reorganize. In materials science, manufacturing conducted inside a noise-filtered chamber could yield flawless crystals, perfect alloys, defect-free semiconductors, and precision nanostructures. The future of chips, batteries, superconductors, and quantum devices depends on eliminating microscopic randomness. A reality filter becomes the ultimate cleanroom, not just clean from dust or germs, but clean from the universe's own background chaos. In astronomy, telescopes placed inside noise-filtered observatories could capture images of distant galaxies with unprecedented sharpness. Cosmic background interference would vanish. We could study dark matter signatures, black hole horizons, and early universe radiation with clarity beyond today's imagination. The data collected would be orders of magnitude more precise, correcting decades of observational noise. But the most radical transformation comes from communication. Today, noise limits how far and how fast we can send data. Radio waves scatter. Lasers disperse. Quantum signals decohere. Anti-noise reality filters change everything. When noise is gone, information can travel through the filter bubble with perfect integrity. This could enable instantaneous, lossless communication across cities, continents, even planets. Imagine a world where interplanetary internet has zero lag and zero drift. Where deep space probes can send pristine data instantly. Where quantum entanglement channels can be stabilized for real-time communication. This single breakthrough could birth a new era of global and interstellar connection. But the implications extend beyond technology. Anti-noise reality filters would also affect human psychology, perception, and even social behavior. We live in a world filled with sensory overload, buzzing electronics, constant notifications, ambient noise, mixed signals, emotional turbulence. Inside a reality filter, the human brain would experience stillness unlike anything it evolved to feel. Thoughts become sharper. Emotions become quieter. Creativity increases. Memory stabilizes. It becomes a place for deep thinking, meditation, innovation, and psychological repair. Entire architectural styles might emerge built around reality-filtered rooms designed for contemplation, problem-solving, or creativity. Imagine libraries, research labs, and creative studios built inside controlled pockets of minimal entropy. However, not all consequences are positive. Noise is not always the enemy. Some randomness is essential to biological life, creativity, evolution, and freedom. Noise drives diversity, novelty, and surprise. Too little noise can lead to stagnation, rigidity, and brittleness. A reality filter that removes too much noise might create environments that feel sterile or unnatural. Plants and animals might struggle without the cues they rely on from chaotic fluctuations. Humans might become overly dependent on clarity bubbles, rejecting the natural world in favor of controlled environments. Societies might divide into those who live in purified reality and those who remain in unfiltered environments. There are also potential military uses. A battlefield surrounded by an anti-noise filter would be completely silent to radar, sensors, and thermal imaging. Missiles could lose tracking. Drones would fail. Communication would break down. A stealth base or stealth vehicle wrapped in a noise filter becomes nearly impossible to detect. Espionage agencies would weaponize these devices immediately, creating zones where surveillance becomes useless. Anti-noise fields could also stabilize high-energy weapons, allowing them to fire with extreme precision. There is also the philosophical dimension. What happens when you mute the universe? What happens when humans create pockets where chaos cannot enter? Does it bring us closer to godlike control over reality? Does it reveal deeper structure beneath what we call randomness? Or does it hide important information, shielding us from the unpredictable patterns that shape growth and evolution? Some physicists argue that eliminating too much noise could cause dangerous side effects. Entropy is not just a nuisance, it is a fundamental part of spacetime's balance. A region of excessively low entropy might distort surrounding space, creating gradients that attract unwanted energy flows. Cosmic radiation could funnel toward the filter. Particle interactions outside the bubble could become more chaotic to compensate. In extreme cases, if a filter is too strong, it might trigger vacuum instability, a catastrophic reconfiguration of the quantum field. This is purely theoretical, but it shows how powerful and delicate this technology would be. Still, the potential benefits are enormous. Imagine living in a world where your home has a silence mode that not only mutes sound but calms electromagnetic turbulence, stabilizes temperature, and clears mental fog. Imagine hospitals with reality-filtered recovery rooms where healing accelerates. Schools where students learn in optimized clarity chambers. Factories where machines operate with perfect efficiency. Cities with designated anti-noise plazas where people gather for calm. Spacecraft with stabilized internal environments that allow crews to function at peak performance during long missions. Even arts and entertainment would transform. Music composed in anti-noise chambers might explore entirely new forms, without ambient interference. Virtual reality systems operating inside noise-filtered zones could produce near-perfect immersion. Cinematography could capture scenes with absolute clarity. Performers could manipulate sound waves with unprecedented precision. Entire new genres of creativity would appear. As the technology develops, researchers imagine tiered systems. Small personal devices that create palm-sized bubbles of clarity for neural implants or precision tools. Larger room-scale filters for meditation, surgery, or research. Entire building-scale generators for scientific institutions. And someday, city-scale or even planetary filters that protect against cosmic storms, solar flares, or background noise from industrial civilization. The ultimate version? A planet-wide anti-noise shield that stabilizes the entire biosphere, protects from radiation, optimizes climate, enhances communication, and transforms the environment into a predictable, harmonious ecosystem. Earth would become a sanctuary of clarity in a chaotic cosmos. This may sound like fantasy, but the foundation already exists in physics. Quantum coherence fields, entanglement stabilization, metamaterials, negative index photonics, and entropy minimizing algorithms are all stepping stones. Anti-noise reality filters are not just technology. They are a philosophy, a vision, a frontier. The idea that humanity need not be at the mercy of randomness forever. That we can carve order from the chaos. That we can build pockets of peace, precision, and clarity in a universe that never stops vibrating. The future of civilization may very well depend on how we manage the relationship between noise and structure. And perhaps one day, we will look back at the noisy world of today and see it as the final era before the clarity revolution. Whether used to heal minds, advance science, protect nations, or expand into the stars, anti-noise reality filters represent a leap in our control over existence itself. They are the next great frontier of physics, the next platform for innovation, and the next way humanity will reshape its destiny. For now, they exist in the realm of theory. But every great civilization begins with a thought, and somewhere, right now, a scientist is thinking about how to quiet the universe. And when the first reality filter hums to life, the world will hear something it has never heard before. Not a bang, not a roar, but the sound of perfect, cosmic silence. Hey everyone! If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment to share your thoughts, and subscribe so you don't miss any of our future uploads. Your support helps this channel grow. Thank you for watching.